everyone. This chapter focuses on the embodiment of traditional Chinese culture in modern life. First, we will discuss from the aspects of costume, that is, the traditional Chinese clothing and the modern clothes design. This topic will be divided into 6 subtopics, that is, traditional Chinese clothes, traditional Chinese fabrics, traditional Chinese colors, traditional patterns, craft elements, and modern works appreciation. In this part, we would introduce Han Chinese clothing, 旗袍, and the Chinese tunic suit. The first one is Han Chinese clothing, also known as Hanfu, which originated from the Yellow Emperor period and lasted for nearly 5,000 years. The full name of Hanfu is traditional costume of the Han nationality. With the change of dynasties, Hanfu has different styles, and the main structures of Hanfu are Shenyi, Yichang, and Ruqun. Shenyi are the clothes that sew up both Yi, that is coat, the upper part, and the Chang, that is skirt, the lower part, to make them connected. And the 2 parts in Yichang are separated. Both men and women can wear Shenyi. It is used both in casual and formal occasions, and it is very practical. Ruqun also belongs to Yichang. The Ru means short coat. The skirt of Ruqun is longer than general skirt. Ruqun is the most popular style for ancient women. With the fast-paced economic growth and the social development, and the growing calls for reviving traditional Chinese culture in recent years, an increasing number of Chinese people are rediscovering the charms of traditional culture, and many of them have taken a liking for Hanfu, as it helps them establish their cultural identity. In many universities, Hanfu clubs are established, and the related activities are held. In the picture, college students wear traditional Hanfu clothing as they dance at a park. Look at this one. A Han Chinese clothing lover performs during a Qixi festival cultural activity in Weifang City. Dozens of Han Chinese clothing lovers gathered together in Weifang on that day to greet the upcoming Qixi festival, or Chinese Valentine's Day, which falls on August 28th that year. The second one is qipao. Qipao is a woman's dress with a slit skirt and a very high neck. Stand-up collar is made with a symmetrical design and shows the curve of wearer's neck naturally. Since the 1920s, the sleeve design has become shorter and even sleeveless. The removal of the sleeves was considered one of the most important innovations. The edging technique is for wrapping the borders at the collar band, cuffs, slits, and the hem of the qipao. The edging requires meticulous effort. It should be of the same width at the collar, cuffs, slits, and the hem, so the needlework must be accurate. The parts like shoulders, chest, waist, hips, and the hem are designed to fully display the beautiful curve of a woman's body and to pursue natural decorative effects. All parts should strictly keep to the measurements, neither too loose nor too tight, in order to show the woman's decency. Embroidering has been widely used in making qipao since the Qing dynasty. The elaborate patterns embroidered on qipao help fully display its grace and elegance. Over the years, qipao has evolved to be a wonderful masterpiece for both fashionistas and the traditional women, as you can see. Since the establishment of Qing dynasty in 1644 by the Manchu, qipao became extremely famous in China. In the Qing dynasty, the qipao was a long A-shaped, square-cut outfit. The qipao dress was worn by the noble clans and the powerful people and symbolized wealth and literacy. The Xinhai Revolution in 1911 ended the rule of Qing dynasty. Since then, the qipao was adopted as China's traditional clothing. It was tailored to suit different preferences and styles. The modernized qipao gave the old dress a new taste. It was slender and perfectly fitting. The newer version of the outfit was designed to suit the wearer's figure. The 1930s and the 1940s saw the qipao in its peak fashion and modifications. At that time, qipao became one of the prime national dresses of China. It became extremely famous amongst the young women in country and was worn by many young girls. A lot of celebrities and female workers in the country started to wear the striking piece of clothing. Meanwhile, Western attributes influenced the dress. It changed from closed to revealing and loose to tighter fitting. The qipao in this period emphasized more on the wearer's sleek bodyline. By the start of 1940, qipao was designed in many fabrics and designs. The outfit was worn with many interesting accessories too. Today, qipao is an occasional dress. It's meant for special occasions like Chinese New Year festivals, weddings, and parties. The third is about Chinese tunic suit. Chinese tunic suit, or zhongshan suit, is a style of Chinese menswear associated in China with Sun Yizhen. After the opening up of China, it's worn by Chinese leaders during important state ceremonies and functions. Look at this picture. The color implies precise governing philosophy. The 4 pockets represent 4 principles of governing a country: courtesy, justice, integrity, and sense of shame. The pocket flap with the shape of inverted pen holder implies the advocation of culture and education. The 3 buttons on the sleeves represent 3 principles of the people nationalism, democracy, the people's livelihood. The 4 buttons on the pockets imply that people have the right to vote, right of initiative, recall, and referendum. The back of the suit is unbroken, which symbolizes national unity. Thank you for listening to this lecture. Hope to see you soon. Goodbye.